Welcome back to the show. And we now have Nile Gardiner with us. Our communications are well established. So Niall, just picking up where we left off, you mentioned that you think that Britain is on track to leave on the 31st of October, no matter what. I spoke to some members of the ERG today, the vanguard of the Brexiteers, if you like, over here in Britain. And they thought that the government might have some tricks up their sleeve to avoid this Ben Act. So do you think there are ways that it can be circumvented?
Yeah, that's a very good question. Firstly, I think that Boris Johnson really wants to get a deal done. So that's the top priority for the government. Now, having said that, I do believe that, that Downing Street is thinking through various scenarios to take Britain out of the European Union on October 31st, bypassing the Ben Act if necessary, or basically complying with it in spirit, but ensuring that Britain still leaves. So it's a very complicated scenario, but I think one of the options available for the British government is to submit an additional letter to the European Union, making it clear that Britain has no intention of leaving the EU on October 31st. That can be done in conjunction with a letter that is sent requesting an extension. There's nothing to stop the Prime Minister from sending additional communications to Brussels. Also, the British government can make it 100% clear to the EU that if Britain is kept inside the EU against its will, Britain will not cooperate with the European Union, and Britain could disrupt the activities of the European Union. And so it's not in the EU's interest to agree to an extension. That's another possibility. I think thirdly as well, the government will be considering legal action in order to reverse the Ben legislation. So I think there are various ways in which the government are considering outmanoeuvring the Ben Act. The Prime Minister has pledged to the British people that he will leave the European Union on October the 31st. This is a firm commitment to the British people. And I think the Prime Minister is absolutely committed to doing so, deal or no deal. But of course, the ideal way to leave the EU would be to get a deal with the European Union. But that hinges upon the willingness of EU leaders to cooperate with the British government on this, and also the willingness of Parliament actually to ensure that the will of the British people is implemented. So far, I think Parliament has done everything possible in order to delay and derail Brexit.
Nile Gardiner, thank you very much for joining us. We'll have you back on again soon, so hopefully we can have a longer discussion. It does seem like there's something of an Orwellian doublethink going on in Parliament, so we'll get into that. Thank you.
Thank you very much.